Any other announcements? We had the vape pen.
What was it again? Centurion? It'll put your dick in the dirt?
Yeah.
Guys, I just want to know that like this is now the IP for that, so if they start using it, we can probably
sue them.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. That's what we do with our advertising. Oh, by the way, we will sue you.
Our advertisers don't pay us. Nor know we exist. But
we are a gaming community and an advert marketing
we're an ad firm.
business.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
really, we just stream
we
it.
do unsolicited advertisements.
The best
we
kind of advertising.
You want it or not?
It would be funny just to have a bunch of companies be like, hey, please do not mention our names.
Reverse advertising.
I'm drinking Bold Rock cider. It's definitely not the best.
Amazing.
Bold Rock cider. It's definitely not the best.
Do it as Gibby the Lion.
I will say, I do have a juicy fruit gum vape juice from Chuck and Clouds in Danville. That's it's pretty spicy.
Shout out to Danville, Illinois.
It's the best flavor there is. So
that
it's
Chuck
really
and
good
Clouds.
mixed with their menthol too. It's a very interesting combination.
Will it put your dick in the dirt?
Juicy fruit menthol. It sounds like you're trying to sell cigarettes to kids.
Dude, what do you think vaping is?
That's true.
Literally, vaping is like selling the new cigarettes to kids. Like
I was a kid once.
they make flavors like cotton candy.
Yeah, and when we were kids, all we had was fucking cancer.
Oh, we had the cigarettes.
I had to smoke cigarettes when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Kids these days have it so easy.
Holy shit.
I like this energy.
Today's youth will never know the struggle of having a pack of cigarettes and not having a lighter.
And it smells too. And that, yeah, you're right.
And the cancer.
Kapwan.
You have to go fucking try to ask
Light
some
up your
rando for a
engine
lighter.
block.
Yeah.
Find a hobo outside a liquor store to buy you booze.
Never done that.
We've all done it.
I actually had to drive him down the street
an
to a
older
different
brother.
one because he got kicked out and was banned from the one.
That is a great story.
That is the most Danville story I've ever heard.
And I actually, Spencer had to drive my car because we figured he looked older.
He did look older.
But he didn't have a license because he was not old enough.
He looked older, but also not old enough to drive a car. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's where you go to the little Black Bear.
Yeah, shout out
drive
to
up,
the
dude.
Black Bear.
Or main package. Yeah, that was good. Well,
What's
I
our
picked
Black
him up
Bear
at-
slogan?
Well, the thing is, here's the funny part, is we were in the drive-thru, and the guide who denied us just told us, pointed at the hobo, and said, why don't you pick him up?
Jesus.
Why don't you just give him money?
Dude, he's with it.
So we just did a loop, asked him, he said,
Oh, man.
I can't go into People's, man. And then we're like,
I can't do that shit. You know
and
how
then we
it
started
is.
driving away,
You
and
know
he
how
waved
it
us
is.
down, and he goes, are we going on the main package? I was like,
is main package the one across from DHS? Or not, DAC?
that's People's.
Okay, that's
He
the one I
can't
always
go
went
there. That's
to.
the one he can't go to.
Yeah.
To reiterate.
The one across the street from the community college.
Yeah.
Main package is closer to that KFC.
I know, yeah. It's kind of on the side of Main Street as you're going down.
Yeah, and then I gave him
Like
$20
Wawa.
and expected him to just leave. But 5 minutes later, he came around the corner just with a fucking case on his shoulder.
That's awesome. I've never done that.
His name was Gus, actually.
Shout out to Gus, the hobo, who
Yeah,
bought
dude,
alcohol
he was-
for minors.
Spencer and I would just go, Gus, what a
Help us
gentleman.
commit
That was-
crimes.
Dude, Gus, man.
Is Gus
I'm
the
a drink-
hobo related to Gibby the lion?
No, Gus is a
Not by blood.
Not by blood.
by the streets.
Also, what an open-ended thing to say. Are you guys related? Not by blood.
Jesus Christ. If somebody said that to me, I would leave immediately.
What does it mean?
Only by semen.
We're Eskimo brothers.
That sounds right.
All right. On that
You're
note,
on fire, Clay. Holy shit.
thank you. It's mostly the alcohol. So last time, you were in a caravan, and I was trying to think. Did you meet Gibby for the first time last session?
believe so.
Gibby and Gus and
Yeah.
Enzo. You guys all met.
I think we have a date with Gibby. I think we have an ale date.
Oh yeah. Gibby's got an ale date every night.
What's his wife's name?
Gibby don't got no wife.
What did
He
he
was yelling
Gibby
at
don't
us,
got no
wife.
wife. Gibby by himself.
Rosie the horse.
Yeah,
Rosie
it
the
was
donkey.
It was the
Donkey.
Oh
donkey
yeah, you guys thought he was just
that
beating his wife.
thought
but it
was
a
his
donkey.
wife.
Yeah. Also, I have the hardest time when I'm yelling Rose to not do my Leo impression. Don't let go, Rose. That was it.
Yep. Well, we did it.
Nailed it.
So we met them, and then after a hilariously poor carriage ride to the front, ricocheting back and forth, everyone's a shirtless Castis clicks at a horse to no avail.
Yeah.
You guys made it to the front and had a short conversation with Corporan, and found on the side of the road a dead animal surrounded by some pretty fucked up looking kind of hyena bat demon hybrids. 4 legs, but they kind of lean up on their back legs. Face kind of like hyenas, but have big like bat wings on their backs. They were scavenging up a storm.
Now, are those natural? Like, they're not, like, from another, like...
There's a check for that.
Would love to check that.
But we'll finish the recap. Danny,
Okay, I was just asking.
learn your place. And it's after. It's after. It's
The
after.
alcohol.
It's the alcohol.
He says it to the only brown kid on the street.
Yeah. Jesus.
There's no response in which it doesn't make me look bad.
It's true.
Yeah.
I did it!
We should just move on.
Brown people.
We did it, you guys!
We did it. We backed him in a corner.
Say something.
So
Bet you won't.
Say
corporate
something.
went up, and then you guys, they said, "Oh, let these cucks try it." And then you guys proceeded to try. Bell shot a few arrows into the distance. Canin did some sniper work. Castis chopped one, I believe.
I think he chopped.
2. I
Yeah.
think you cleaved 2.
I think you're right.
And Kapwan cast some spells.
Barrier.
Right.
I think you barriered. It's a classic.
Yep.
Classic barrier.
Wow, I haven't had anything in my sword since episode 10.
Since Krell?
Yeah, I think Krell.
That was
Oh,
9.
yeah, he's still in there though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
So we pick up after you guys' successful kill. Belle successfully butchered the animals she couldn't help kill.
Yeah, I think we took one of their skulls.
Yeah, you got a skull. You got a back quarter, like a hind
Oh
leg.
yeah, like a leg,
Off
like
of
a
the
big
elk.
flank, a big leg roast.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's gonna be
and
tasty.
you
took it
guys
to
are
the cook.
returning. No, you were just now returning to the front of the caravan as Enzo, Gus, and Corporan watch on at your performance.
I think Castis killed it.
You killed it. I just picked up the 2 that you pierced. with
Yeah.
the arrow.
He's got the 2 that are pierced as like a handbag.
I think that we should bring the meat to the cook lady. Her name escapes me.
I would say Betty,
Call her Betty.
the old woman.
Yeah.
Buddy the cook.
They gave us some water. We'll give her some meat.
Betty, and then there's a lad there who has a name.
So can we? I'm not sure who has the meat, but
I think Kapwan has a flank, and Castis has two on a stick. Two Alvantons.
why don't we take that meat to her?
Oh yeah, sounds good. She gave us some water.
Find her in the caravan.
Should we eat these creatures?
And as you guys are kind of walking back towards the front, well, that was quite a display. Seem to have it quite handily done. It seems the lady there needs some practice with her bow.
I didn't see you out there.
No, you did. No, you did not. But I saw you.
Oh.
Hello.
You butchered the animal.
Didn't someone get a
masterfully.
barb? Who has the barb?
I did. We're gonna take the meat to the
you have it,
to Betty to prepare for an evening meal.
That is a wonderful idea.
I agree.
Can I still make that check?
To see if they're
not from like another realm or anything.
They're safe to eat.
No, I don't really care if they're safe to eat or not. I just want to know if they're.
They gon' get ate.
Yeah, they go. I'ma eat it anyway.
Make a
What's knowledge?
knowledge adventuring check.
Great. Oh shit!
So
There you
I forgot that you're the dumbass.
How did he know?
Jesus. In your long travels from Hira, you don't know many of the creatures in this land, but you have heard of the Avalton. You know
Appleton.
that.
Can you spell that real quick? Sorry.
You'd know that a lot of creatures are around that are natural. So these don't give off anything that you would perceive as out of the ordinary, other than just like one of the nasty creatures of the world. But they're pretty small, so as nasty goes, they're light, nasty light. As you guys are walking back, Castis Gus kind of walks up. Well, at least we know you can handle a sword.
Yeah. Better than most.
Good technique. I saw when you fended two off at the same time and struck two killing blows. It was good form. And he kind of gives you the nod and kind of starts heading back to his crate now that the danger is gone. His crate, his
I'll live in a crate down by the river.
his fucking carriage. It's different than a crate, guys. It's got wheels. So he turns around. Well, it looks like we'll be having quite a feast tonight, Corporan says, and he kind of points back. Yes, get that down to Betty, and I'm sure she'll prepare. The sun is getting lower, and tonight we'll eat well, fresh meat. And Enzo kind of is lingering by you. You know, I like when a woman knows how to use a bow. It is quite interesting. He's kind of like lasciviously leaning on the carriage as you walk by, talking to you.
My father taught me.
Smart man he was. I assume that is where you get your devilishly good looks. You must be a beautiful man.
Oh man, I don't have a good comeback to that.
Belle says as she walks away.
Yeah. That's a good comeback. Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know if I could come back to that. I just walk away.
Love it.
Gus,
Feel creeped out.
before you leave, could we borrow your pot? We haven't.
I never returned it.
We
You
haven't
never
had
gave
to
it
boil.
back.
Never returned it.
Yeah,
Never
we
mind,
still
we'll
have
return it later.
I've not received my pot back.
I walk away.
But it's clean. I can show you it's clean.
Canin, keep down. We need it again.
He just kind of and like waves his hand at you.
We're gonna make our cart of effigies.
Looking Gravedigger never left, man.
Yes. Just reskinned.
It's reskinned as a fucking carriage with piston up front.
Yes.
We need to make him some bone armor. Just cover him in fucking
Her!
her. We need to cover her in,
Yeah.
in
We do.
sick bone armor.
Yes.
We do.
Piston is a lady.
She's
It's a
about to
bad
be
bitch. You're wrong.
Alright, what are you guys doing?
Given the meat
I'm
to,
gonna- I'm gonna
Betty.
debone the animal.
Got this hot for you. Got this hindquarter here.
Huh?
Hoping
Hoping
this will do for your water that you let us borrow there.
She kind of walks up. She's probably like 5'4", kind of like hunched back. She has a moo-moo.
Yeah.
What is? She starts like feeling the leg, looking at it, looking at the meat, like goes to the bone on the end and kind of like. Normally we don't get things so fresh unless Enzo brings up something back. This is doing quite nice, and she kind of pinches your cheek.
Which one? The one with the scar on it?
Your ass cheek.
Yeah, she was like, "Ow!"
Wait, was that animal poisoned?
No.
Okay.
It had a barb in it. I think you guys did a check, and it looked.
I thought. Yeah, I thought we did a check.
Well, Betty checked, and it seemed okay for Betty. She licked the
Okay.
marrow.
That's true.
Just like the marrow. And then grabbed Kapwan's ass. That's her flirt move. You just lick. You can eat some marrow nearby. No, so she pinches your cheek with the scar. So thank you so much.
Oh
This
yeah, not a
subdues
problem.
quite nicely.
Not just me. These guys too.
Oh.
And
And then
gal.
she sees Castis come up with the two Aviltons. Oh!
Can we eat these?
Kind of starts feeling, oh, stringy little buggers. Well, we might be able to put them in a stew or something. Probably not so good to eat. Just cooked over a fire. But I think we can manage.
Cool. Do you mind if you set aside the skulls when you do this?
I don't-
I suppose I can do that.
Thank you.
Any other creepy requests?
Nope. I go to get the pot.
Okay.
I've got one. Could you pinch my cheek again?
No, but I see another request. She pinches it and kind of like holds on and gives it a tug. What happened? No, she doesn't know it. She mentioned it. She doesn't even care.
The what? The scar?
Yeah, she doesn't bring it up at all or like
Okay.
seem affected by it in any way. All right, well, I've got a lot to do.
Are we?
Oh.
What's the vibe of the caravan? Are we getting ready to like stop here for the evening?
Yeah,
or-
the sun's getting low.
Okay.
You guys are getting ready, close to setting up camp, and Corporan's walking back, telling some of the people, talking to the carriages, letting them know, comes by. Betty, our friends have got us some meat. I hope something delicious comes tonight. Oh, you know me, I can do quite a lot with a piece of fresh meat. And I made myself laugh. I don't know where I was going. He was going to tell you guys something. right. I'm having an awkward conversation with myself right now, guys. Can you hold on?
Not only are you doing that, but you also lost your train of thought.
It's hard to GM, okay? Leave him alone.
I know, I've tried. It's difficult. I can't do it. I'm bad.
It's rough out there for us.
I gotta come up with this whole shit, man. All right, Betty. We'll see you then.
Goes right back in.
And well, I wanted to let you guys know. Betty told me that you were low on some water. I don't know if you need other supplies for the road, but we expect to hit Garrus tomorrow. That's what he was gonna tell you guys. I remember.
Oh, that's great. We can re-up on water there. We're getting pretty low.
You don't have any, Kapwan.
We got some.
Yeah, we got some from the old
She gave
woman
us. Yeah, Betty gave us some.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You're right.
I got it. I went and got it. That's right.
Yeah.
You have it.
And you guys are mad because I lost my train of thought.
I didn't get mad. I thought
Canin
it was
has
great.
1 in intelligence. You leave him alone.
Good point.
Yeah,
Okay.
he still knows the creatures of the land.
Yeah, he can pull a creature from a continent he's not from out of his ass.
Oh yeah, those are from here.
That's fucking water, guys.
Everybody's like, yeah. Castis, I can only see Castis. I like,
Picture us killing him and going, these are from here for sure.
Who are you talking
Where
to?
else are they gonna be from?
Canin, who are you talking to?
Oh shit.
Holy shit.
Alright, so corporate kind of filters back, telling the rest of the carriages. Alright, so you guys are setting up camp for the night. What's your plan?
I'm boiling head. The Ibex head.
Okay.
Ooh.
You're gonna need water.
Oh yeah.
You guys
Who's
conjure
pouring out a
water?
canteen? You guys have each have like
Can
1
we
day
use
left.
utility to create water and food?
No.
Is that a summoning thing?
No.
So we can
No.
create fire. but
Primal
we can't
magic
make
only.
water.
Primal
dude.
magic only.
I gotta get that primal.
That's what my GM thing is. Primal is like
That's
natural
fair.
magic. It feels
Okay.
right.
Okay.
I asked. I won't do it in third person. Canin, can I have some water to boil this head with? It seems like a priority of ours.
I'll get some of it right now.
It is a priority.
What?
Could we borrow that water to boil off?
Hey, I'll just hang out the water skin from
How much is left?
wherever you are. Probably like
It's
half
still
of the
full.
water skin.
Okay, so it's like half a gallon.
We're probably gonna need a little more than that.
Flip the head around.
Well, here's how I see it. We can use our water tonight and go drink ale with old Gibby.
Okay.
Fuck.
We don't need water for drinking ale, boys.
Why
You
don't
have
we
a point.
boil the head in ale?
That was where I was gonna go. Something will happen for sure.
It'll be an alehead.
Looking at the cart and the gorehound head we have on our 10-foot pole at the front,
Yep.
is there a jaw to the gorehound head?
We attach the jaw.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we
guys, you
strung it
guys
up.
specifically
Yeah.
attach the jaw to
Leather
it.
strips.
I were to hypothetically take the jaw off, could I see from where I'm at, will a gorehound head fit over Piston's head?
I think you'd have to try it on, but
Would Piston be able to see?
it's definitely a possibility.
Okay.
But it looks close, but you don't have to test it.
Alright.
There's
You
something.
just look at Castis with like iron piston. And
That's just the water. It's
Oh, yes. All right, and I start boiling the gazelle head and poking it with the stick. Hunting knife.
Is doing exactly what you think.
All right, I'm just like poking it, like
Yeah.
like you would a fire.
Yeah. Anybody else? What's the rest of the squad up to?
I think I'm gonna read the book.
Castis, you're cleaning that pot. I already cleaned it the first.
Okay. Clean a pot. It's not a big deal.
Under your breath.
I'll do everything around you. It's fine. I mean,
I just want to look at my book
I'm gonna
of
go
old
brush
Imperial
this thing.
maps.
I gotta poke the fire. You gotta clean the pot.
it just has him poking. Yeah, I'll clean the fucking pot.
Okay. So Belle sits down in the wagon. Are you under the tarp?
Oh yeah, under the tarp.
Reading the golden.
No, I want to read the book. I just want to look at the book of old Imperial maps
Oh, okay.
that were found in the tower.
Okay. So one of them
I'm
is
looking at that.
continental. This one. I don't think they have names yet. Pole. It's Pole. The continent of Pole.
Paul?
Pole.
PUL?
P-U-L.
Okay.
See what you're doing?
Well, you gotta scheme. And you see cities listed that it's similar to the one in front of you, but instead of like ruins of Alvaron, it's just Alvaron City.
Yeah.
Some of the smaller forts and towns aren't on there, and there's some other ones around the mountain range. You see a large city there, and no mountains in the area on the map.
Interesting.
You and Imperial City's there. Some of the ports, like Tides Reach is there, Trell, Corin, Alvaron, some random other stuff. In similar locations and whatnot. Alright, Kapwan, Canin, what are you guys doing this evening?
I'm going to sit with Piston, kind of brush her off, maybe walk her around away from camp just so she can catch whatever grass is.
Okay.
Just hanging out with Piston.
Just like a survival check. See how you guys are bonded. First personal time together.
Eh.
He responds to clicks, Canin.
Yeah, like you're having a hard time getting her to move around, and she's a stubborn one. Alright, Cat one.
The
I'm gonna
reverse
go-
of
Just
those two
clicking.
rolls.
Yeah.
Cannon's now clicking.
Wander around the camp. Look for Gibby.
Alright, well you're able to recognize his cart. It's very distinctive with the lanterns, different colors, and steady light with the crystals instead of candlelight or firelight flickering. It's got lots of different stuff on the side, containers, knickknacks, kind of. He's basically just got it almost looks like he's a hoarder of just things, and they're all loaded onto this cart.
Oh, hey there,
God.
Gibby.
I have to remember how astray it sounds.
Need to mute your mic and do a practice run. Nope, just take a big swig of beer. That'll do it.
Do it the Australian way. Oi! What are you guys doing back? I don't know.
Oh, what do you mean? Going back from what? Where?
Every time I think about it, I'm like, I'm going to offend so many people if they watch, but they don't. So, well, yeah. I saw you. I saw you up the front. Killed yourself some Appletons, huh?
Oh, yeah. And a Zag.
Nasty cunts, aren't they?
Oh, they're right wicked. Something else.
What on you?
So, tell me.
He's like sitting on the side of his cart, and like the wall pops open. And he's like, it's got like a roof over him now, and he's just sitting there, and he's got a metal mug. he's like 5'6" and like very skinny. I think I explained that before, and then just like this massive fro and like beard combo. It's like a circle on a stick.
So Gibby, I was kind of busy earlier reading, you know. I gotta keep focused when I travel, but why do they call you the Lion?
You wanna know why they call me Gibby the Lion? It's different every time. You see this scar? And he points on his arm, and you don't see a scar.
Oh yeah, right there.
And then as you lean in really close, there's like a really tiny little scar.
Okay.
That was from a lion. Well, it was a skeleton lion. I was studying in the Imperium, and I fell down. Lion came right down on top, clawing right through my arm. It's gotten better, but it doesn't sound like him anymore. He's a jack of many voices.
So, you studied the Imperium, eh?
Oh, yeah. Been a long time there.
How long
Cool
has it been
place,
since
though.
you've been back?
Oh, let's see. Thinking it's probably been, maybe 8 years.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, you travel around a lot, but, you know, there's a lot stills in the brain. And he just takes a big, like, drink. Reaches over and there's a metal cask next to him. Probably like a 15-gallon metal keg with a spout at the bottom, and he opens out and it kind of comes out, but there's like a little bit of pressure to it, and it's nice and frothy.
Do I see it like
Tightens it back up.
Do I see like a mug hanging off of his cart?
Yeah, you could totally find something around. You probably look around and here. Do a little perception check.
I will perceive with the most mightiest of eyesight.
Yeah, so after you're like moving stuff around, oh,
That was upgraded for some reason.
that's on your side.
Yeah. It was on my side, wasn't it?
Okay. So after you like moving stuff around, you find an ashtray kind of deal. There's like the container to catch wax for a candle, and you dig around and you find this this wonderful like hollowed out horn that goes from like a dark brown up to a nice polished ivory at the rim. And it's got this, the way it comes down, it like curls up into a horn, but there's a flat spot on it, so it'll sit down and sit on a table. And you find that.
I do this. Do you mind?
Oh, yeah. And he grabs it. You got an eye for cups, don't you?
Oh, I got a thing for bones.
Oh, weird. Weird, that's not normal. Yeah.
Well, neither is that, and I'll point at the skull on the end of the 10-foot pole, and then I'll just shrug.
Yeah, good on ya.
So anyway, about the Imperium, I'm looking to go there to get some information about a specific type of magic that may or may not be considered taboo in this age. Do you know anybody that could help me?
Well, what do you mean by that?
Well, you see this scar on my face here?
It's hard to miss, mate.
Yeah. Well,
You're not really a looker, are you? Just takes a drink.
Savage.
Not like old Gibby here. Gotta keep the women away. Old Rose, she gets jealous.
Well, I was taken against my will as a child, and I was subject to some sort of magic ritual that involved bloodletting.
Well, that's some right shit.
It went horribly wrong, and it's where this scar came from.
Fuck me, Dad.
So I was wondering if there's anybody that you knew or studied with in the Imperium that might be able to help me out figuring out why I'm so fucking ugly.
Well, it sounds a lot like some blood magic, and that's some nasty shit.
Oh yeah. I've heard.
You know, it's real illegal. It corrupts the mind. Gets in there real deep, and it makes you lose control of what's going on. So that bloke probably had been doing it for a few years, and lost sight of what's right. You know, using blood magic is it's fucked. It's right fucked, mate.
Well, we gotta tell that to my face.
I don't have to. Looks like he did. He just starts drinking. So, you're trying to hunt blood mages, or what's up? You're gonna learn magic? What are you?
Oh, I've been dabbling a bit. I've been
Oh, let's see it.
Oh, what do you want to see?
Well, what do you got?
Oh well. Oh, I've got something for you.
Oh yeah.
I am going to. I can't do that actually.
Let's see it. Well, you can't come over here talking about blood magic, hunting wizards or something, then say, "Oh, I'm going to go to the Imperium." You know, they've got tests. It's harder than this one. Being
Okay.
quite nice.
The ashtray that he has, was it made of clay?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna. I didn't say that out loud. I'll go over and get the ashtray and I'll throw it up into the air.
Oh, what are you doing with my clay ashtray?
Oh, you want to say something? You want to say something, bud?
Yeah, let's see it.
I'll throw it up into the air. Do I have to make like some kind of throwing check as we do?
As we do, yes, you have to make a ranged check. What?
Ranged light, I would assume.
There's just ranged.
Oh, just ranged. Okay.
There's only ranged in this. Come on, then. What are you doing? You gonna light a cigarette? A cigar?
So I throw it.
I've got a pack of centurions here.
So I throw the ashtray up.
Uh-huh.
And I pull my wand out and I'll blow it to bits.
Alright, you're gonna get a setback for that threat.
Okay.
It's got a weird spin to it.
It's kind of fucking
Yeah,
wobbly because it's off center and shit. Yeah.
Oh! Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was
Alright, so as you toss up the ashtray, it's like flipping weirdly and like it's kind of curving off, and you whip out your wand and shoot a bolt of divine energy off into the sky, and this blue-white light kind of sends off into the stars. And as it flies away, you realize that it looks a lot like the same color as a star and flickers the same way that shoots off into oblivion. And as you're noticing that, you hear this crack as this thing hits the ground. Oh, that was a perfectly good clay ashtray.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
Right,
I'll walk over and I'll try to fix it.
Okay. I'm gonna give you some boost. It didn't break that bad. Your advantage. Are you doing utility? Divine?
I don't know what it
Or
was.
are you just taping? It would take utility to fix it. Like, what are you trying to do here?
Yeah, I'm just trying to like mend it back together.
Can Divine do utility?
I think
Yeah.
anything can
All
do
right.
utility.
No, that's not true.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
But Divine can, so go for it. Alright, so
yeah,
as you
better
kind
than
of
it
focus on it, it cracks, it seems together, there's this like glittery white sparkling light as it comes out of the seams, and you see the clay mold together, and you kind of reshape it a little bit so it sits right, and it has those two little indents to put cigars or cigarettes in. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I walk over and hand it to him and say, "Oh, my aim might be off, but it's not so bad."
Yeah, you're right shit at shooting, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Pretty handy at fixing ashtrays. You know, we could sell this. We could make a few of these, this quality. Make a few silver down in Garrus or Sutton on the road. We'd make a good team. Too bad Gibby rides by himself. Ain't that right, Rose? We got Rose. He's drunk. He's just like waving his mug like,
while he's talking, I'm
fucking cunt, and he's just looking at Rose.
I'm just pounding my horn. Phrasing. I'm drinking the rest of the beer in my mug. Yeah, I finished my drink and I go over and I
Bugging my horn.
Dude, I love it when I pound a horn, man.
And I'll go fill up another beer and just sit down and chit chat with him for the next however long until the food's ready.
Alright, so you guys just keep knocking him back as you guys are both sitting on the edge of his cart with a little lid up and just the keg in between you. Belle, as you're reading your book, after probably 10 or 15 minutes, as Castis has been poking away in the pot and the skin and stuff's going to come off, Betty comes over and gives the heads to him, so he's got all the heads now and he's cooking them away. Enzo approaches the...
Jesus.
Enzo approaches...
I like Enzo now. I really like Enzo.
And he kind of leans against the side of the carriage. The crate, as I called it earlier. What is a beautiful woman like you doing alone on a night like this? I see you like, what is this you're reading?
Do you speak Old Imperial? Or can you read it?
I have just a touch.
I'll hand him the book.
Oh, this is not the right kind of, that I know. I know many things, but, love, life, hunting, killing, all of those. But the Old Imperial, this was, I know New Imperial, I was thinking. You can't read it.
Okay. I'll take the book back from him. And,
I saw earlier today you, perhaps need to work on your technique, son, with the bow? Enzo can help.
I don't think I want Enzo's help.
Come now. Come now, Enzo. Enzo knows the way of the bow. We can go tonight and hunt something.
Enzo, I think I'm gonna have to turn you down. And if you don't leave, you're gonna end up like that gorehound skull over on that pole.
We'll see how you feel about it. We're doing it. What's your cool?
Ranks in it, or
Both.
I have one rank.
What are the ranks for it?
3 green dice, 1 yellow.
It's gonna be a tough flirt.
If he's trying to charm me, I also have some that I
Oh,
can...
man. Okay, you got setbacks on it?
Yeah.
How many?
Just 1. If it's a charm check.
I'm giving him a boost,
Actually, it's
though.
not a setback, it's upgrade the difficulty when targeted by a charm or negotiation checks.
Alright, let's go, bitch. Let's go, Belle.
It's congenial.
Oh,
you got a despair?
It's not working, Belle. How do you feel about this guy coming up and hitting on you?
Oh god.
You should say something awful.
Very uncomfortable. I already told him he's gonna end up like the gorehound. I do want to try to get some money out of him, but...
How are you going to spend that despair, Belle?
Enzo knows how to shoot the bow well.
I gotta look at the,
He can teach you the ways of the wilderness.
Wait, isn't Belle the despairs?
Yeah, that's a triumph for Belle.
Okay.
So Belle gets to spend the despair.
He's just flirting away, though.
Yeah, it's making Belle ever more uncomfortable. And
Then,
I gotta look at the cheat sheet to look at the despair. There is on there.
You can reveal the motivation of the character.
I think
that's
I
clear.
know what his motivation is. Do something vital in
I'm
the
just
encounter.
saying, in the social encounter table, you can spend a despair to learn the motivation of the character. Reveal a desire, fear, or accidentally reveal the true goal of the encounter.
Let's see. I'm just gonna do something vital to the encounter, which is I'm gonna pull out my dagger and I think I'm gonna hold it up to his throat and tell him.
You're like
I
across
said-
the wagon, like you have to like move across.
Well, I'm just gonna like pull it out and like. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna pull out my pistol and and point it at him.
All right.
And that's all I'm gonna do.
Make a coercion check.
Oh God.
Should probably upgrade it because of the despair.
Is that how you want to use it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, if I can.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
I should do that. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
do
yeah.
that.
I got the
coercion
upgrade.
is shit.
I got the upgrade.
You
in.
ready?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh!
Watch.
Upgrade for the win.
Poor Enzo. Oh. I see tonight is not your night. Not the night for learning,
Not
loving,
tonight.
learning the ways of the hunt.
I say
Yeah.
not tonight, and I,
Perhaps another time. I am going on a hunt by myself tonight. I was hoping to have company,
I'll go with
Perhaps-
you.
but I see you
another
are
time.
predisposed. Must be some book. And he starts to walk away. Are you screaming? You'll go with him?
Yeah.
No, why not, my friend? Not another lone night for Enzo. Come. You do not need that instrument. We are hunting. You
Okay.
going to play the animals to sleep?
I can. But
No.
but okay, I'll put it away. I'll put away my guitar.
This is a hunting lesson. This
I'll
is
grab
not,
my bow.
if you want a music lesson, you go to Kapwan. He is the man.
I don't need a music lesson. Let me go grab my bow. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Quick question
To DM or to Gibby?
to you.
Okay.
So in our time that I've been so the whole point of me showing him my magic was to get some information out of him to see if there was somebody he would refer me to at the Imperium. Did he give me a name?
Not yet.
Okay. Will he?
Did you ask though? I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, I told him I was going to the Imperium and asked if there was.
He's drunk. You're gonna have to corner him.
Okay.
Make him. He didn't notice.
Okay.
Gibby didn't notice. I, of course, as the GM, knew that, but was RPing a drunk character,
Okay. Well.
acting.
All right, Sir Patrick Stewart. Just keep going. When we get back to that part, I'll
Okay.
do it.
So it's you come back to Enzo. Enzo's wearing this it's like, so he's like the same build as like Noah, tall, fit, but like not big.
Right.
He's got like long shoulder length dark hair that he's kind of got tied back. And this tight kind of segmented leather armor that's held on tight. It's similar to the armor you found that you have actually. It's dark and soft leather oiled, but he's got a few more like shoulder things and it's a little more showy.
Like Hardy.
Just showy, really.
Oh.
And well, are you ready, my friend?
I am.
Let me see your bow.
I'll just hand it out to him.
He looks at it and he's kind of inspecting it. This is not bad. This is well. Did you get this in Canin?
I did.
Yeah, they make good bows there. I see. Interesting. I, on the other hand, he's switched to Russian.
Imposter!
I have switched language.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, my friend. This is a bow. No, so he pulls out his bow. This is from the woodsman in Thül. They make the finest weapons. And it's like this similar recurve shape, but it's got multicolored woods kind of pressed together and pulled back, and on the very back inside spine there's bone as well. But it has these notches carved out of it, and you see this like little small metal device that kind of comes off of the end that's like this.
Your naming gauge?
Yeah, and it's got like a little crystal on it that has a soft glow. This is a bow. But yours is very nice too.
Thank you.
And he's kind of sad. You weren't his first choice. But he's up for it. So you guys head off into the night. We can cut back over to Kapwan. You know why they call me Gibby the Lion?
Oh no!
Because they say my ale can knock out a lion.
Oh, it's pretty.
He's just like drinking a lot, and it's strong.
It's pretty potent. I've had my fair share of ales, and this one is. I'm gonna need to eat some of that food here. Where's Betty? Anyway.
That's a fair point. The food is probably ready.
So about the Imperium, and what we discussed earlier, was there anybody that you could think that might be able to tell me about exactly what happened that night? Somebody you worked with, studied under?
You think I worked with a blood mage?
Oh no, I don't think there's any blood mages at the Imperium, but I'm sure there's somebody there that knows. Maybe some texts.
Oh. Well, the only books on blood magic in the restricted library. You're not going to get that unless you're an upper level student.
Oh, okay.
But you might be able to. What do you mean? No, why do you need to look into blood magic? It's happened. You've got the scar.
Yeah, I just want to know some.
You're
other
ugly
things.
now.
Well,
That's just part of it.
There were some other side effects that came along with the.
What's the? What are you talking about? You're not gonna stiffy anymore?
Oh no, that
It happens to the
that-
best of us.
No, that works just fine. Thanks for asking.
You're
I
welcome.
can show you later if you want.
Maybe.
But no, I when I get really stressed out, something happens. I turn into something else. I become not myself, and I just want to know if there's a way to explain that and possibly reverse it. Also, I see dead people.
That's a lot, all at once. So, first off, you get angry?
Oh no, I don't get angry. I just when I get real stressed out, I turn into some kind of mongrel.
Mm.
I don't like it.
Well, you know, there's a lot going on in the blood magic that could do it to your body. I don't know what's going on with my voice.
So is there anybody at the Imperium that you could suggest that I speak with?
Well, if you
About
have to
these
ask the old lion, what they call me there, the lion, Gibby the lion. You know, there's Master Halifax. He's He's studied up pretty well on some of the older stuff. Right old bag, though.
And you work pretty closely with him, or studied under him a little bit?
No. He was a dick.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, I focused more on alchemy and just like a really aggressive burp and brewing, and kind of past the keg, and he's like, yeah, he's more of a crafter myself, and I did some magic, to make a feather float, turn a candle on.
So, who did you study under as far as alchemy goes? I'm actually, and I'll pull one of the books out and show it to him. I'm kind of studying up myself. Who'd be the expert at the Imperium
Which,
for that?
do you pull out one of the Imperial books, or the one you, like, the normal one?
One of the ones that I bought, I guess it'd be like the alchemy, the one that I haven't
Okay.
started reading yet.
Oh, yeah, this covers the basics, yeah. Look, y'all. Got the little pictures of flasks.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. Well, I studied with Gorbund.
What was it?
Gorbund. He's alright. Makes a hell of a whiskey. Literally, I didn't have eyebrows for 3 months because I smelled one.
Oh, potent.
And it caught on fire.
Oh, yeah, that'll do.
Luckily, I didn't end up looking like your ugly mug.
Well, yeah, you're lucky. That's
And
for
you
sure.
you said that was blood.
Oh, I believe so. I was bleeding when he did the magic, and the blood ignited and crawled up my face and did this whole mess.
Fuck me dead. And on that, we can take a break. We'll cut away from them.
You
What are
ready?
these goals doing?
That's what we want an update on. They're
Good.
Nothing.
their skulls in boiling water.
They're smelly. we all doing
Okay.
our best Pokemon battle sound effects?
I was doing the sweet synth transition in Captain Jack.
And we're back.
And we're
Captain
back.
Jack.
We left off on dinner being served. Everybody, you guys got meat. It's delicious. Betty comes around with little plates, and like there's a stew pot in the middle with a big thing of stew, big chunks of vegetables and onions and deliciousness in there.
That sounds good.
Some herbs in there. It's thick, not watery like a lot of soups you get. And then there's also just meat off cooked over an open fire. It's kind of charred right on the edges, but the middle it's still pink. And she comes around and hands it. There you go, guys. Thank you for your contribution. She turned into an old prospector, Gus Higgins.
Higgins, yeah.
She turned into Gus Higgins.
Thank you, Betty.
Prospector. Oh, it's totally chickens as well.
I'm gonna be like out by the fire watching the skull boil now, as we eat.
All right.
Do you mind watching this, Bill?
I'll watch it.
I go into the tent,
All right.
close the flap. I'm gonna try to
Oh.
commune with the sword.
Okay.
Glad to
I
hear
set
you're
it
not
down in
pounding
front of
the
me.
horn.
I lay it down. And I kneel down on both knees.
All right. So after you close your eyes and for a few minutes, sitting there, trying to reach out to it, you start to feel like there's something there. And as you focus in on it, the faint white light slowly blossoms, and you're in the same cloudy, hazy room that you're in, and you see Krell standing there, and the other guy.
Good evening, Krell.
What would Krell sound like? Fuck. Good evening. He says, he's kind of sneering. He's not happy. You've been trapped in here.
Have you enjoyed your stay so far?
Have I enjoyed my stay? You've dropped me in your magical dungeon, trapped my soul for eternity. No, I'm not enjoying it.
Well, at least I gave you company, and I wave at the gore. I wave at the gorehound and the two like Appletons.
And they're kind of like aggressive, like against, like there's like invisible barriers keeping them apart. When you kill things, like the things that have been killed at different times seem to be in their own like compartments.
Okay.
But they're on both sides of him, and they're like, these demons.
Well, you're in good company then, Krell.
Can I dive in? It's the other guy. I don't remember his name.
Alto.
Alto?
Tro.
Altro. May I chime in?
Go ahead.
There's no need to keep the animals here. They're annoying. I'm in here. They won't shut up. If I'm honest. Especially those disgusting scavengers. And he's like looking at that. He seems to have more movement. Kind of goes over and kicks one. Won't shut up.
Well,
And he's just like.
I look at Krell and go, well, Krell, I will release these for your cooperation.
Oh, please take it. Altro says. Just cooperate. What do you want from me?
Well, you're a man of the Undercity. The shady types, and can't say I have the same connections.
So, what are you looking for? Need a thieves, or you need a fence? Steal something?
I'm looking for a confidant.
Confidant. You think you can trust somebody in the underworld? You'll never make it.
No, in you.
And why would I? Why would I help you? You've already got me trapped here.
You don't have another choice.
Like, looks around. You really don't, mate.
He's an Australian?
No, dude. This is why Gibby needs to die. Gibby's gonna die of alcohol poisoning this evening.
Oh no. If you help me when I need it and cooperate, I will set your spirit free.
Well, what do you need?
I don't know yet, but when time comes, I will ask you.
I can help when I can, but I don't know everything about it.
Have you heard of the Maed Re'uh?
Yeah, those animals. Of course.
Animals, they seem pretty hospitable.
Thieves. Gypsies, disgusting. They don't even do it with any respect. They just come into town and leave. At least set up shop, make friends. Sure, only a few people. Business. Those, they just come into town, steal everything, and leave.
Okay, well, this is the type of relationship that we can have.
Wonderful.
And I wave the two of Voltons.
Thank fucking Christ. Christ was one of the... He was before.
And the Gorehound I look at and I just go... I try to get him to sit.
Make a survival check. I'm gonna upgrade you though, because you're on a sword of your own world.
Ha!
Master of his domain.
It kind of like sits down and is like looking at it, just like.
Good boy. And then I look back at Krell and I'll talk to you again soon. And I start walking away and to hopefully leave.
Guess I'll see you around. That's outro. Tell me when, well, just try not to send anything too big and annoying. And you kind of hear his voice fading away as you walk out through the mist and open your eyes and you're back in the cart looking at the sword. And then we'll hard cut to the wilderness. Canin, Enzo, you were stalking through the savannah, creeping through the tall grasses, and a few times make a perception check.
Jesus.
Trying to keep up with Enzo in the dark is really hard. He seems to not make any noise as he's like stealthing through the grasses, and he seems to blend in with the shadows and disappear into them almost. Like when you see him cross from like a moon or starlit area to a shadowed one, it almost seems like he disappears entirely. So as you're following him, at one point you think you lose track of him, and you're sitting there looking, and it's been a few minutes. Then all of a sudden you feel a hand on your arm. You need to keep up. came up behind you. Basically, you didn't hear anything. I think you're muted, Dan.
I'm back. Sorry.
There you go.
Yeah, sorry. Keep going ahead. I'll follow.
Okay, keep close. Yeah, something strange going on.
What do you mean?
I found some peculiar tracks.
Point them out. Let me see them.
And he kind of goes up and he shows you these. They're like big paw prints, but like on the ends of the pads, there's deep gouges into the hard packed, like the dried out dirt. And on some of the bushes and trees, like in the shrubs, you see these scrapes against them, like a lot of these little jagged lines against them, about waist height on trees. This is very strange. I do not know what kind of animal makes this.
Okay.
Not one I have much experience with. And gets up and he's like looking out into the area. Make a perception check.
Oh. Fuck.
Right, so as you're looking around at the tracks and stuff, you don't pick up anything extra. And at a moment he goes, shh. And then he like taps your shoulder and he points over. And as he points over, you see through the grass. First you don't see anything, but you start to see the tops of the grass start to move. And then this like little tail flap up. And then walking through the grass about shoulder heights, you see it's kind of like a lion, but instead of a mane, it's got these thick black quills that are really sharp. And as it starts walking away, you see that, and then you see it look up to the sky, and it jumps, and under its arms are wings, and they're attached to the to the arms of the creature, and it flies away, and it's pretty big, and it's covered in like there's a lot of those spines, a row of the spines going down the back, and the end of the tails got spines on it as well.
What was
And you
that?
see this thing fly away. I do not know, but it is a good thing you did not see us, huh?
Yeah.
It has been quite exciting for a night hunt. Well, it was doing something here. Let's see what it was looking for.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
And as he kind of you follow him for probably another hour or two before you come up and you see this just gorgeous Ibic with these massive quad spiraling horns out of it. It's probably 8 feet high at the shoulders. Like, this thing's huge. And its head goes up maybe to 14 feet, and then like these quad spiraling horns out of it, out of its head. He goes, we found it. And you see him pull out his bow, and he knocks an arrow.
Oh, I'll copy.
Make a
Like an insurance shot.
make a stealth check. I'm gonna do that and upgrade it.
I have 3 boosts to stealth.
Get it! We're so good. Alright. Go for it.
Sorry.
Alright. So, as you're pulling back, you see how he kind of moves through the grass and knocks the arrow and pulls it nice and slow so the bow doesn't make any creaking noises or things like that. You copy it and make an attack. It's going to have 2 setback dice for the darkness.
Okay. I aim.
Yeah. Got it?
It's just one boost for aiming, right?
Yep, I got it in.
Oh, you got it in? Oh,
Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead. So as you release, the arrow flies out and sticks. You're a little bit far back. It didn't go right in and behind the shoulder. So right as it does this, you hear this just like, whoa! I can't do an elk noise, but imagine that in fear and pain. And it jumps and it starts just sprinting away. And you hear, shit! And you see Enzo run up. There's like a small rock in front of a tree, like a savanna tree, one of those low ones that kind of spider out. And he runs, jumps off the rock, jumps through the air, and like pulls back the bow and releases. And it flies through the air, and it looks like it's gonna miss, but right at the end it kind of whoosh, it like curves itself in.
Ooh.
And hits it right in the back of the head, and it kind of whoosh, and it only got maybe 20 feet, but it looks like it was like taken off so fast. And you see him land, and then turn around. Oh, not bad. You almost hit it in the heart.
Is that a magic arrow?
No, that's just a trick.
Must teach me. That was interesting.
You know, it takes a lot of practice, and well, we need to get this back. And he kind of just like is avoiding it. And then it takes you a long time to figure out how to like drag it. You make like a little what do they call it? Like the sticks and like a cloth between it to just like so you can drag stuff.
Yeah, I know what like a structure kind of thing.
Yeah, you make like that, and you guys start dragging it together, and he like field dresses it too. But you guys drag it back, and it probably takes you till dawn to get back. But you guys see it come back. See them come back. Is everyone else? Anybody else want to do anything during the night?
Sleep.
I'm hammered. Kapwan is just like he can't keep up with Gibby.
Yeah, you're probably blacked out. It's strong too, is the thing.
Do I need to do like a resilience check to see if I just don't pass out on my way back to the cart and sleep in the grass?
It's gonna be hard. Gibby's ale packs a kick.
Oh, this will be good.
This is not your average night of drinking. This is a hard night of drinking. Yeah, you don't quite make it.
I rolled as best as I could.
You got pretty close, but like you're just like maybe 20 feet in front, and like pistons like grazing grass by where you blacked out.
Yes.
Like you're like so close, but you're just out.
Piston's gonna pee on you.
I really hope not, but Kapwan's been through worse, so.
As dawn breaks, if anybody wakes up early, you'd see Canin and Enzo coming back with this gorgeous, massive beast, and a head with 4 massive, spiraling horns on it.
Castis is awake.
Castis is not only awake, he is ready.
I'm an early riser.
Look at this, Castis.
That will be a fine addition.
Upon hearing that, I will wake up and wake up to the commotion and see what's going on outside.
Well, look, I got this with your boyfriend.
I am impressed.
He says.
It only took 2 shots.
Took you all night, did it?
Well, we had to travel and then dragged this thing back.
That is true. It does look very heavy.
It is not so bad. Canin here is strong in the shoulders. And he does his best in the mind.
Thanks.
But he like pats your back.
Yeah.
He's a charming guy. He's nice. You guys had a good night.
Yeah, I had fun. Well, should we take this to Betty? Maybe she can clean it up a bit better than...
Yes, we will leave it with Betty's capable hands.
Do you want the head, Castis?
Yes.
I see you are collecting skulls. That is very strange.
You never know,
I like trophies as much as the rest, but this is a
I
lot.
think of these as less of trophies and more as symbols.
Symbols for dead animals?
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to go to sleep. And good night, hunting Canin. You make a good hunting partner.
Next time.
Very sneaky. Most people are not as sneaky. Yeah, online's very good choice. Until next time, Belle.
Still gotta teach me that trick, Enzo.
Next time.
I hope perhaps we have 3 on the hunts next time.
You might be able to convince me.
I certainly hope so. And he turns and goes back to his carriage. And it's morning, guys. Getting ready. Everybody's getting things ready. You guys want to do anything, or?
I'm gonna rest up. I was out hunting. So
Yeah.
Do I have time to boil that head?
No, not before everything leaves.
Damn it. Okay.
I guess I'll help like kind of clean up the cauldron that we were boiling it in and put out the fire. Just like kick some dirt over it.
Alright, so you guys break camp. Get piston hitched. And the caravan starts to leave.
I'm still passed out in the dirt.
I drag Kapwan into the back of the cart.
You just kind of plop him down against the barrel of grain in the back.
Mm-hmm. And I put one of those fresh Ableton heads right next to him.
Freshly
And,
boiled.
Once the carts get moving, every single bump, Kapwan's just tank, his head bouncing off of this
Oh
thing.
Jesus!
I feel like
Ugh.
eventually I would just fall over.
Yeah. At some point he does, just slump across.
Let's say you throw up in the morning.
And the caravan starts to move out. You guys travel for a while. It's sun rising over the little bits of what was the forest and grasslands biome is changing quickly into a more barren savanna-esque landscape, and the sun's getting hotter. The ride is getting a little better because the ground is harder packed, dried out, but you do have to manage your way around some stuff. The road twists around some like little groves of trees and things like that. But you guys continue traveling on for probably 6 or so hours, and begin to approach. Start to see some signs of civilization, and after a little bit more, you guys see a town kind of come into place. It is a larger town, but no huge castles or anything. However, you can think this is Genesys. You guys are rolling in on the path. You're maybe a mile outside of town if you guys want to do anything to prep.
I would like to. No, I guess I still have my fine cloak on, so I'd like to leave it the way that it is. The blue part outside.
Yeah.
I guess I'd finally come to and drain my water skin. Try to fend off some of this hangover.
Sounds like a euphemism.
God damn it, I'm full of them.
Get up and drain my water skin.
Jesus Christ. I'll pick up the what kind of skull was it?
Well, the
Ableton skull.
Hamilton.
The Ableton skull.
Little like hyena head.
Pick it up and start talking with it, and then like, oh, how are you today? Oh, how are you? I'm doing okay. How are you?
I just look back and go, that was a fucking mistake.
You start like talking to it and having it talk back to me like it's a Muppet or some shit. Oh, I'm pretty hungover. How about you? Oh yeah, I'm pretty fucking hungover too, bud.
Nobody's gonna touch that.
Not at all.
Okay. Like I feel like everyone's just awkwardly ignoring it, like pointedly in the carriage.
It's like
You
watching a
guys are
sex
all
scene
within like 8
in a
feet of
movie
him.
with your parents. You're just like, don't say anything.
All right. So I guess you guys just carry on into town. As Kapwan comes to you. Canin, you're probably waking up about now.
Yeah.
Rested.
Oh, hi, Canin. How are you doing?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Is that even clean?
Oh, smells like it's been boiled.
Morning. Afternoon. I don't even know what time it is.
I'll poke my head outside and
The sun's up there.
look directly into the sun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd say it's about noon. Maybe a little bit before, maybe a little bit after.
Well, which is it?
Oh, I don't know. Why don't you take a look there, bud?
Sun is bright.
Sounds about right. Are we near town yet?
Yeah, so you guys kind of pull up. You see some, it's getting busier, more people coming by, and you guys kind of pull up to the market square. And you see Corcoran talking with some of the guards and officials there. As you look around, it's a few hundred feet. Shops around the outside, there's a few other carriages around. It's just pretty generic town center kind of thing. It's not a crazy big place, but it's got enough. It's on the road. It's on a crossroads, so like, there's a few shops and things like that.
I'm gonna go look for some water. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna go with Canin.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Hungover as shit.
Well, I'll tag along.
Okay. Kapwan, make a resilience check.
Another one. Am I gonna pass out again? I'm gonna try something here. Let me do that and do that. And then...
Really?
Dude, yeah.
Alright, I'm upgrading. I got you.
Oh, you already got it in there. Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
So, as you get out,
Waste of a story point.
you start to feel all of a sudden really nauseous, and you just puke by the side of the carriage.
Can I
The
spin
triumph is you don't take any strain. Like you kind of just like that did it.
Yeah,
That
that's what I was
feels
gonna
better.
say. Like the triumph is that I feel a lot fucking
Like
better.
like that was it.
I just yacked up all the water I just drank, and now I'm just like, good to go.
That was what
Jesus,
made me.
Kapwan.
Oh well, I'll tell you, that lion can sure make a mean ale. Jesus, was it delicious?
Gibby?
Oh yeah.
That poor excuse for a fullback?
Oh, I can't wait to play this game you guys call Regis Ball. But yeah, I mean, he knows how to brew a mean ale. That's for sure.
You guys,
Oh, false alarm. I'm okay.
you guys go through town. Someone want to make a knowledge adventuring check for me?
Ooh.
Dice pool ready?
Yeah. Alright, so as you're kind of looking around, you find a place that looks like a general store, and probably be a place that sells water and things like that.
We need a bunch of water.
Yeah, I would like to buy some water and an extra water skin.
I have an idea. Can we sell some of the grain that we have and then just fill the barrel up with water?
You can try.
Like the one.
I feel like it'll leak out, man.
I mean, no, it's a barrel. They're supposed to be pretty tight. I mean, it's just like a cask. It's the same thing you'd put like ale or whiskey or something in.
I don't know if we know that.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it wasn't. There wasn't water in it or any liquid. It was just like it was grain. So
I feel like it wouldn't be made to the same quality as a thing meant to hold water.
Can I look at the quality of the barrel and see if it's fucking able to hold goddamn water?
Make a mechanics check. It looks like it might leak a bit at first, but once it swells, it'd probably be okay.
Oh no, we'll have to prime it with a little bit of water. We could put it in a stream or a brook and swell the wood, and then it'd be ready to go.
all right. Well, you go looking for a stream. I'm gonna go get a keg of water. Actually, I don't have any money.
I'm gonna try to find some water in this shop and see what's available.
Yeah, we'll go in and browse.
Okay.
I'm sure there's not going to be a brook or anything nearby. I'll go look, but I don't think there's going to be one.
Alright, so you guys enter the store, and it's a pretty generic, general store. Most of the basic adventuring gear's there. Food ration, like road rations, water, water flasks, all that stuff is there. So what do you guys, yeah, I know Chris said he wants to buy...
Do you have a healing potion?
I can make fucking healing potions.
When? Since when?
Oh, that was out of character. Castis, I can make healing potions, bud.
Since when?
Oh, since I got these books.
Well, why haven't you made any?
Well, I've got this stuff. You should have just said something.
What? Okay, if perchance someone were to procure a healing potion in this establishment, how much would they cost?
You asking Kapwan, or like, there's a guy behind the counter, are you going to him?
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying it out loud towards the shopkeeper.
Well, I don't have many of those, Let me check my stocks, and he's digging around. Under the thing, you hear the clink of bottles. What is it called? Is it called Healing Elixir, right? Health Elixir, there it is. Okay. Well, I'd say they'd go for around 30? This one is my last one. I've got one, though.
I'll take it.
Yeah, 30 still seems about fair.
Deal. See, Kapwan, you didn't have to go and make anything.
Well, I've got all kinds of goods. What else are you looking for a long journey on the road?
I'd like a water skin.
Absolutely.
And do you have water to sell?
Well, I can certainly fill the skin. How much water are we talking here?
I want that skin filled and another skin that I have filled. So fill 2 skins. And then, do you have any other larger quantities available? Where it travels down to the Imperial City?
He puts out a water skin and it's full. Well,
I'll take that.
I can probably fill a barrel. I got a well out back. I can do that for you. What? Any other wares? Anything in specific?
Would you be interested in buying a half a barrel of grain?
Not particularly. That's. I don't need that much grain. Perhaps a baker or something like that might need it, but I don't know what I would do with grain.
I'll be right back then, and I'll pick up the barrel and just kind of. Oh, by the way, where's the nearest baker?
Well, there's one across the plaza there, and he kind of
All
points
right.
us around the alley there.
What was your name again?
My name? A-Lot.
A-Lot. All right, I'll be right back, A-Lot. Give me just a second.
Alrighty.
That's how I spelled it.
Are we stopping here for the day, or?
Oh, God.
I would like to see if he has any arrows and pipe tobacco.
Well, I definitely have some tobacco. I have this lovely...
I don't need the arrows. Yeah, I'll take the tobacco.
How much are you looking for? And he's got kind of like it's a big pouch. And he's got little smaller leather pouches. around it.
About a quarter ounce.
The
Amazing.
big bags are 60.
Those
These
are the
15, and those are
measurements in
5.
Yawara.
Well, this isn't Jawaran tobacco,
That's okay.
but we have some
What's
nice
the cost?
vintages we tossed some herbs in here from the savannah. You can get, there's probably 15 silver for that.
Okay. I'll pay him 15 silver, and then what do I owe for the water skin and the water?
The water skin is
It's
5.
5. Yeah.
And for that amount of water, it's probably only another, 5. It's water.
Okay, so 25?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll give him that.
Okie doke. So,
And actually,
just a
what-
filled water skin is 1 encumbrance too, by the way, just to let you know.
I'm gonna put it in the wagon.
Okay.
But what was the 8 days of food? I asked if he had rations too. I don't know if we.
Oh, sorry. Monday. Dude,
It's
I
like
think
2
it's-
silver a day.
Yeah, it is.
So 16 silver.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
Is there?
Now, where are y'all off to?
Imperial City.
Ah. The long journey you're in for.
Yep.
There's been some stories of the road, something strange, more dangerous. Talking the
Porcupine
Appletons.
lions?
The Appletons are acting up in the porcupine lions.
Oh, we have some Appleton skulls we ran into.
That's nice.
What's a porcupine lion?
Yeah, what is that? Will you
Well,
describe it?
yeah. At the body of the lion, and instead of a mane, it had like porcupine quills, and on the tail had more of those little spines at the head of the tail.
Did this
it flew
porcupine?
away.
Yeah, it did fly. Oh man, where did you see this?
Maybe a night's back travel.
Oh, that's closer than they've been before. That's a chimera, my friend.
Chimera.
Oh,
You lucky you didn't have to. It didn't get aggressive with you.
Can I roll to see if I know it, if I've heard of that
Yeah.
before?
Knowledge, their education now. I forget.
Education, lore.
Do education. It's gonna be hard. You're not from here.
I'm not gonna know it, but I'm gonna roll. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
chimera.
Yeah, they're nasty. You said it was just one?
it was just one that I saw. Are there many?
Well, they usually travel in packs. At least 3 or 4. They're very dangerous. Those spines, they can shoot them. They launch them out of their skin and they'll stick in you and they burn.
That's what we found on the that killed the antelope or the creatures out on the trail on the road. One of them had that black spine in it.
They don't usually range this far west. They stay to the more unpopulated parts of the savannah.
Interesting.
I don't know what would cause them to come this way. Very strange. Been here my whole life, never heard of a chimera this far west.
Yeah, they were headed closer to Corin. They were past this town.
Yeah, that's concerning news.
Is there anyone I can tell? Maybe
Well,
give you guys a leg up.
I imagine if it's one, it probably isn't that big of a deal. They don't come down to these bigger areas. It's mostly danger for travelers, but I can tell I can tell Milo, the captain of the guard here, to warn the people traveling through. It's good information you've brought me. Thank you.
Thank you. One question though.
Yeah.
Do you have any pots? Large pots.
Yeah, I've got a pot over here, and he goes to the pot section. There's a pot.
Indica, please.
And it's what do we got? We've got tall pots. We've got cauldrons. What are we looking for? There's a big flat pot.
It's more for curing meats. Just something to boil water in. A good depth. Maybe the tall pot. How wide is it?
It's probably about that wide and maybe that tall.
Hmm. I'll go something
Maybe
bigger.
like just a little bit smaller than a 5-gallon bucket. Hold like 2.5, 3 gallon metal pot.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll take it.
Alrighty. That's a 5 silver for that. Good craftsmanship, that. Gotta
Looks
knock
it.
it like ding ding.
No, don't go denting it now.
Yeah, I wouldn't dream of it.
I would like to see if he has a flask and a looking glass, a spyglass.
Ooh, good call.
Is it 5 silver? Sorry.
Yes, he puts the the flask out. You want me to fill it with anything for you?
No, just empty.
Alright.
Does it comes with like a cork or a lid, right?
Yeah, it's got a little metal, it flips up and clamps.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take that. And then I want to see if he has a spyglass.
Mm-hmm. Trying to find spyglass. Rarity. It's just 2?
two
Okay, yeah, no,
rarity.
he's got one.
Okay. Thick.
And it's kind of this, it's just,
Kind of
like
a short range, I would
metal banded
imagine.
wood, and it kind of pops out, and it's only just like the one. It's a pretty basic
so
one.
it's not like super fancy or anything, but that's all I'm looking for is just a basic, like, like maybe like a XX or something.
Little kaleidoscope.
Yeah.
That is
51
51 silver for that, my friend.
Okay. I give it
Good
to him.
purchase.
Thank you.
Good. Seems like you guys are more ready then. Anything else? Torches, tents?
Ooh.
Wish we had the coin.
Well, what do you want, Bob?
I don't think we need anything else.
Is there a place that sells slightly magical items here, or do I need to get further
Magic
south?
items. So you're gonna. It's not easy to find magic items.
Gibby's a
very
tinker,
rare.
isn't he?
I don't know a Gibby.
I say that offhand, like I'm talking to Canin.
I don't know about this Gibby fella, but I know ain't nobody got magic items around here.
Do you have any goggles to help with the sand? And dirt, dust that flies around?
He pulls out these it's a leather strip that's been cut to cover the eyes. It's kind of like a band, but it's got 2 horizontal slits in it that are maybe like really up close. They're like only a few millimeters tall. Like they're wide enough, but they're tall.
More for light?
This will help keep things out.
Yeah. You know what? I'll be okay.
The sun out of your eyes. Absolutely. Anything else for you guys?
That's
I mean,
it.
I will have
For me.
been trying to sell the
Yeah, you can probably get 10 silver for the wheat. You just
Okay.
trade it for like a loaf of bread or 2 as well.
I
If you want to trade.
I would like to sell the wheat and keep the barrel.
Okay. Yeah, so just add 10 silver.
Okay, and then I come back in with the empty barrel, I guess, and
You want me to? Don't you want to fill up with the rest of the water?
oh yeah, that'd be great.
All right, so he takes it out back, and there's a hand pump well. He starts filling it up all the way.
Hell yeah.
How much?
And once it's Chris already paid for it.
Oh, he already paid for the big barrel.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, well, are we gonna need to bring the cart around to pick this up? Because I sure as heck can't carry it back.
Hi, Can.
Oh, jeez.
Showboat.
Here comes the showboat.
I've got this.
How much did this cost?
The
It
water?
wasn't
It was
super
like-
expensive.
10 silver with the water.
Okay.
I hope you have 10 silver, Castis.
Well, I do.
I have 8.
Do a couple neck cracks.
Why don't we bring the wagon close?
I got it.
Make an athletics check.
Dude, yes. I'm digging where this is going.
Oh,
Hey,
yes!
You see Castis kind of squat down around it, get a good lifting position.
Yeah, over
Lift-
one shoulder.
It does not have a lid, I don't think. Or like the lid's not
It
sealed.
came- It did
It's
come
sitting.
with a
It's
lid,
sitting
but-
upright.
Okay.
It's upright.
It's not it doesn't have a sealed lid is what I'm saying. Like the lid just is like you comes
Yeah,
off.
yeah,
so
it's
like,
just like a
in terms
cover.
of a liquid,
It would totally fall off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Okay. So Castis hoists it. Few good grunts and good guts, son. You're built like an ox.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Is there anything else you folks need?
No, I think I'm good. Just good luck out there with the chimeras.
I think that's more your problem, friends. I'm staying in town.
Oh, well, I
either
hope we
way.
don't venture into town then.
Well, that's what the guard's for. I'm not too worried. All right. He walks back in his shop.
Thanks a lot, Dalton.
I'm gonna go find Enzo.
And so as you guys head back to the caravan, you see Corcoran still talking to the people in town, and there's a few more guards and talking to them, and everybody's still sitting waiting. You come in, and Gus is up towards the front. Enzo's waiting for you guys, and sees you coming back. My friends, are you ready?
Oh, yeah, but
Yeah.
seems like there's been some trouble up on the road ahead.
It is. They are just ignorant. They have sent out their welcome wagon, and it is less than desirable. It just
Oh,
happens sometimes when you travel with us.
So you think we'll be okay there with the Porky Lions and the Azabagaz?
The Porculayon is, we will kill them if they come, I do not worry. Just another animal.
Figured out what those were, Enzo.
Yes, what is?
Chimeras?
The Chimera. Never seen one, no. I've heard the name, but I've not seen one. They are quite formidable.
You don't worry.
What is another animal? This one bites, that one stabs, this one is venomous. They are the same. You shoot them with the arrow, and they die. Then we eat. It's a something. Anyways, load your cart. It seems our welcome is thin. I will go tell Kapwan we are ready. And he starts walking towards the front. You want to do anything before, or?
I want to load up the. I want to put that water skin away in the back of the cart, the extra one.
And I imagine the barrel's loaded in there as well.
Yeah, put the barrel in the back.
I got this extra water skin for piston in case we don't have any fresh water.
Well, speaking of piston, did you guys ever check to see if that skull would fit around his face?
Hers.
I did not.
It is a lady.
Her face.
Her face, excuse me.
Gendered our horse.
You don't tell us the horse's gender. Check.
Well, should we check? We've got a journey ahead of us. I could take a couple other straps and possibly fashion something if it's going to fit.
You know what would be better? As I hold up the quad-horned Zag, right?
Yeah.
And go, if we could put this on her.
Oh, that's something.
This one's big.
She'd
Yeah.
look good
Like-
in that.
This is gaudy. This is another level of adornment. I didn't think about this, but okay.
Oh yeah, we should. Will it fit in the pot he just bought?
We'll make something work.
The horns make it difficult, but you get parts of it in. Like the front half, maybe up to like here, if it goes down as in, but the back of the head won't fit when the horns start coming out.
Maybe we could just, fire it up a little bit.
Oh,
Okay.
that had a nice black char on it too, so it looks super extra menacing. Yeah.
Alright, so as you guys are chatting about this, the carts in front of you start rolling away, and whoever's up front, I imagine, urges on to keep going. And as the carts begin to roll out, you start to pass by the guards that were at the front, and they're all kind of just mean mugging. Yeah. They look pretty
I'm
rude
sitting
as
up
you guys
front.
are rolling by.
I just give them like the Corin salute.
They don't respond.
What?
They don't return it, and they just kind of like as you're rolling out, they kind of turn around and like walk away, shaking their head, and didn't seem welcome in town.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, nice to meet you too.
Yeah, so as you guys carry on, the day comes to an end. You keep just travel for the rest of the day, make some good distance, camp out for the night, and the usual goes by. Break camp the next day and continue moving forward.
Throughout that day, sorry, can I do something throughout the travel?
Yeah.
Can I make my own little leather strip with a slit in them? But
Yeah.
with my leather strips?
Like a Robin mask?
Yeah.
Kinda, it's to, like, keep the sun
Quail
out
man?
and, like, the dust out.
And go ahead and make a mechanics check. Party plans.
This'll be good.
Check this out.
Oh, here we go.
This is alright, go again.
Aww.
As you're kind of like trying to make these fine cuts in the leather, you keep just like stabbing a knife through the leather and like ruining it. And you can
Damn
see
it.
Canin getting frustrated as he just keeps ruining like a strip. Like he's probably ruined like 5 strips of leather.
Fuck.
Hey, buddy. You
Hey.
wanted me to give you a hand there with that? What are you trying to accomplish here?
Oh, no.
Oh, so you're just ruining leather straps then, huh?
Well, I saw these
fun?
cool, like, goggle things at the shop back at Garrus, and figured Yeah, I have leather. I can make it. I can't.
You want me to have a go at her there, bud?
You don't mind?
Oh yeah. Hand me your knife, and I'll show you how to do her.
I'll hand him my dull ass dagger that I've been trying to work
So
with.
there's like he hands you this dagger, and it's like a hunting dagger, and you can like visibly see the chips that are out of the blade, and like it's not maintained.
Yeah, I haven't used it in a long time.
Like it's almost like a serrated knife at this point. Like it's not great.
I would like to try to use my utility to magic to try to reform it into something a little bit sharper.
Okay. You go ahead and make a ability check with Divine. Yes, you see this magic come out and kind of goes over the blade, and the chips kind of fill themselves in, and then the soot and general dirt that's kind of caked into it kind of comes off, and knife looks good as new.
Well, that was part of your problem. Your knife needed to be sharpened.
No.
We should maybe look at getting a whetstone next time we're in town.
We have water and there's rocks right there.
I have blacksmith tools, just so everyone.
Yeah, there's definitely a whetstone in there.
Stop eavesdropping, Castis.
Okay.
Just
Shouldn't
kidding.
you be clicking at
Just
piston?
kidding.
Shouldn't you be clicking at piston? Okay, so
I'm gonna start clicking at you guys if you're not careful.
I'll go ahead and do the mechanics check. Let me know when you're ready.
It's ready. Yeah, you were able to punch 2 holes in a piece of leather.
Kapwan, thank you.
Oh, anything for my buddy.
I'll try it on.
It fits good. It comes over your eyes, and like there's the little bit. And first, you have a hard time getting the slits lined up right, so you feel blind for a second.
Mm-hmm.
And then you finally get it, and through the slits, the sun's definitely way less harsh. And
Ooh.
it's a good fit.
Thank you, Kapwan. Thanks again.
Oh, not a problem.
Canin now has a brown leather strap just across his face.
He's starting to look like a real bandit, a real sneaky snake.
Yeah, that's true. He's got the black, tight leather, soft leather armor.
Should oil these up and be Zorro.
I guess I'll just read my book until we stop.
All right, so you guys,
I'm just clicking away at piston and humming, making my way downtown.
all right, so you guys keep moving forward, and another day or two passes. It's a long journey. You guys are getting to know caravan, figuring out the way to be part of it, make sure that it starts to get more figured out the way that they do stuff. You're starting to see the signs of like, oh, when it's time to stop and eat, and like certain things they do. The hand signals of the drivers of the carriages, they pass down if there's like a big pot or rut in the road, a pothole kind of thing, to avoid it, to make sure the carriages don't break down. And eventually you get to like the 4th or 5th day, and it's coming to an end, and everyone's starting to set up camp. Take a break there, second break.
BRB
return to. All right, so on this 5th or 6th night of you guys traveling and pretty uneventful, doing the I guess yeah, you guys. What who's does what on this travel? Like you guys are gonna have to come up. Like we don't want to do every night, but like who's like setting camp? Who's making sure Piston's watered and fed? And
I'm usually the one with piston watered and fed.
okay, doing the rub downs and everything. Making sure it doesn't
I make
cramp
the
up.
tent
Okay.
since I bought it.
I feel like the fire and stuff.
Okay.
I might do that, and
Feels
maybe like heating up some food and stuff like that.
Kapwan gets blacked out.
starting to get a system. There's definitely been more nights where you go and get shitty with Gibby. How often do you want to do that? He drinks a lot.
Me too. So
Like every day he drinks is what I'm telling you, I guess. Let me be clear. He gets trashed every night.
It's been a ritual now that I drag Cast in her Kapwan the last 15 feet to the cart in the morning when I wake up.
so my flaw is compulsion, and it reads like this. This could be addiction, fascination, or obsession, or another automatic behavior that is self-destructive or otherwise impedes your character's ability to function and be healthy.
So you get shitty every night with Gibby, and you walk back and almost make it.
Yep.
Okay.
My character has compulsion as well.
So there's been more than one morning where Kapwan's sleeping in the grass and like leaning against Piston.
Yeah, like I said, it's just been ritual now. I wake up early in the morning, stoke the fire, and then
Put Kapwan.
drag Kapwan back to.
Kapwan, so you think you make it every night?
Yeah.
I don't know if he tells you. Do you tell him that you bring him back, or do you just?
No,
put
I
him
just
back?
kind of drag him back to the tent.
So I think I'm making it back saying
You're like,
I am
I'm
not.
doing it. I'm doing it. We got this.
I can handle my booze.
All right. So on the 5th or 6th night, when you guys are starting to set camp and get in, this day's been much like the ones before it, and you guys begin your ritual, making sure everybody's good, and as you kind of are walking around the camp, you see Corporan and Gus and Enzo talking up towards the front around his carriage and kind of off to the side, kind of privately. It's not an uncommon sight, but it seems a little more heated, and Gus seems to be a bit madder than... They seem to be having an argument, I guess. You guys can kind of see this from across the camp.
Take out the spyglass and go to get a better view.
Yeah.
Try to see if I can make out what they're
They
saying.
look bigger. Like they're not
look
far
bigger.
away. They're not far away. Like this isn't like you could see them without it, but like now you see more of it.
Okay. What are their gestures like? Are they like...
Gus definitely seems mad. Here, make a perception check for me.
Okay.
You can add that boost from the good old spyglass. Now that we got it, we're using it.
failed.
Let's go.
They're too big.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you're having trouble like steadying that hand, and I guess the first time you've used it, you're trying to figure it out.
I like it. This is good.
Oh, I think the lens might be a little dirty. Gotta clean it
Ken,
off.
do you take off the strap at night?
Yeah.
What's the strap usage like? Talk us through it.
I just use it if I'm like steering.
Okay, so if you're those are your driving your cart driving glasses.
Yeah, they're like my blue
Do,
light
do
shield.
you have a silk scarf to go with it?
I have I always have that cape on, so.
That's true. You guys cast like Canin when he's driving. He's got the leather and like the billowy cape.
Yeah, it looks like I'm in like a 1950s lady in like a nice Bentley,
Yeah.
top down.
During the day, I usually take off my shirt.
Yeah, he's getting tan. Alright, so you can't make out any extra details other than just it's a general
Should we
disagreement.
go see what's going on? You know, we are on the road, and all these inconvenient stops are, well, inconvenient.
Perhaps It's not our place to get involved.
I'll stumble over to the cart with a full horn of ale. Involved in what exactly?
I'll just go see what's happening.
I'll come too.
Why don't you stay here? I'll update you on everything.
Okay. And I start following him over.
Okay, so Castis and Kapwan are going. No one else going? So I'm just gonna sit there like this.
I'll follow, kind of trail behind him a few feet, you
So
know,
she's being
10
weird.
feet. Kind of like,
I'm gonna stay in my vibe, in my mood.
Okay, are you going with
I'm just
vibing?
picturing him there with his fucking
He's like
goggles and his cape just blowing in the wind. Just
Yeah,
he's got a look and he's serving it right now.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
No, is there a problem?
And as you guys start approaching, you see Corporal. Enough, Gus. Leave it. There's nothing we can do. I've had quite enough. And then he notices you guys come up. And Gus stops talking. Greetings, friends. What can we do for you?
Is there an issue? Is there any reason we stopped?
It's nighttime, like the normal standard stop.
Oh,
It's
Would you like to rephrase the question?
sure. Carry on. No.
Sorry.
Is there some sort of dispute? It seems like you guys were arguing.
Nothing bad. Gus is just a little wound up corporate. They threatened to kill us. Easy. Nothing we can do.
Excuse me.
Yes.
One, or should I say A, I can always wind Gus down. B, who said,
Is
Not
that a
re-
promise?
Castis is not reading this room. It seems on point though.
I don't have good social skills.
Yeah, no, it's coming through.
B, who threatened to kill us?
The guards of the last town think that we're crooks. They wouldn't let us drop there. You guys got away before they came over.
I mean,
Called us thieves,
we shopped just fine.
and they threatened.
Actually,
violence
A-Lot
if
was
we
a
didn't
fine,
get away.
has a fine establishment.
A-Lot can burn in a ditch. Easy, God.
Whoa. Why don't we all just go over to Gibby's cart and we can drink about it? Let's just talk it over a couple of ales, huh? What do you say, guys?
Why don't you lead the way and we'll be right on your tail, Corporal.
Okay.
Corporal
And I just
says.
turn around and like start marching off all happy, like, oh, I did it! I did it!
Yeah, they're not following. As
Yeah, I
Kapwan
know.
stumbles away, like he looks back.
I don't look back. I don't look back.
Corporal looks back from you to the group, and then Enzo chimes up. This happens from place to place. They do not like the Maed Re'uh. They think less of us. Nothing but rumor. It is fine, it happens. Part of the life. Some of the other bands of entertainers and troops who pretend to be Maed Re'uh, and they're a different ilk. They do unspeakable things. Steal, rape, kidnap, anything they want. They give us a bad name and make it dangerous for the rest of us.
Is that Corporon or Gus?
Corporal. Sorry. Do my best.
Well, I mean, I can't say I haven't heard a different reputation.
These filthy lies are what made me. I was hired against them. I killed 2 innocents. And he like angry and just leaves. We need to do something about this, Corfran. And he storms off. Corfran just kind of like shakes his head and he'll calm down. He always does.
Anything we should be worried about?
No, we're plenty far now. Some towns just they're more hesitant for our company than others.
Okay, well, if there isn't an issue, have a good rest of your night, and maybe I'll stop by Gibby's later.
Well, he certainly knows how to have a night. I see Kapwan is taken to him.
Oh, weird attracts weird.
That's an understatement. They're both quite particular. What happened to his... no, never mind. Doesn't matter. Well, I'm going to call it a night. Enzo comes over and... Well, my friends, we need to, there's more hunting to be had if anyone wants to come. Yeah, we blow off some steam, go out to get some animals. Everyone is invited, of course. Incidents
Get
like
drunk
chaos.
first.
Well, no.
Okay, fine.
The hunting can be dangerous.
I do not have a bow.
Fine, and if it comes for us, you get it, okay?
Okay. I will come.
Yeah, what about your friend over there?
He's
Drunk
raising
one.
his hand from the cart.
He
I
gets...
don't know what he's signing up.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
you,
think he
you
knows
look
what
back
he's signing up for,
and
but
you see them all looking at you.
I thought you guys said you were gonna come drink.
yeah, we bring some and come with us, you drunk bastard.
I stand up and I knock my horn over.
Yep.
I don't notice it. I look at Gibby and I go, "Oh, we're gonna go hunt now. Mind if I take a drink on the road?"
Yeah, go for it.
I take my water skin, I pour all the water out, and I fill it up with beer.
As it's pouring and you're looking down the ground and you're hearing the stream of water hit it, all of a sudden you hear a second stream of water start hitting it nearby, and you follow the trail back up, and Gibby is standing on the side of his cart just peeing into the puddle.
Is he facing the cart or is he facing me?
He's facing towards you. He's peeing where you're pouring the water, and just like his stream is joined with the pouring out of the water.
Oh,
Gross.
Gibby, I'd say we.
You know why they
fun.
call me Gibby the Lion?
Oh, I have an idea at this point. Yeah. How many stories have I heard over the past several nights?
You've heard several a night.
Okay.
Any repeaters? I guess you
Yes.
repeat them? Okay.
Yeah, there are repeaters.
Just 5 different ones.
He had an aggressively golden curly bush.
Oh, is that why they're?
It's not why they call me Gibby the Lion. Yeah, and then you turn in, you have your skin of ale, and you join the group. Is this it? Is everyone ready?
Coming! And I'm struggling to put my leathers back on.
Yeah.
And I am going to, because I know it's going to be dangerous, I'm going to use one of my potions to try to straighten myself out a bit.
Okay.
I have a regen elixir. It's in parentheses. It's a cure-all, so it'll kind of
Yeah, it would get rid of your drunkenness.
fix all the status effects. So I'm gonna drink one of those. Try to
And
pep
so
me up. So that
you,
there's no...
Pop the cork out of the cask and let it hang from the twine that it's attached to the bottle with, and you lean back, and there's this almost like weird silky texture.
It's Gibby the lion.
Good one.
It sits there every time.
Gato.
Gato.
I got derailed. I don't know. I was
Gato es
doing.
muy
Oh,
bien.
it's kind of it's really basic, so it's kind of silky, smooth, slimy on your tongue. Comes down and it's got a weird tang to it, and it almost feels like it's carbonated, but like there's a tingle as it goes down.
Ooh, okay.
It's not carbonation, but it's like this weird tingle. Like that's the magic working.
Like a numbing sensation, kind of
Yeah.
like a numbing, popping.
So you let it, you drink it all down, and then you have this like really slick feeling in your mouth, and after a second, you kind of feel it come through, and all of a sudden, you're much more aware, and the kind of the haze of drunkenness is gone.
Would I know that there'd be any adverse effects in mixing this with alcohol?
Not you. You wouldn't know that.
Okay.
You're new at this.
I mean, I would.
It's a cure-all. Like you wouldn't know that, but it cures things.
Okay. Okay. So I feel right as rain.
Yeah, you feel quite good. Does that do it? You look better.
Oh yeah, I've been learning some alchemy from Gibby. Very
Yeah.
little, but some's better than none, I guess.
He makes a potent brew. I see. You know that, of course.
Oh yeah. But
well-
I seem to be able to make it back into the cart at night.
Yeah.
I'm sure you do. And so he's well. Let's go. We are losing time. And he turns and starts. You guys start following him, and you get a little ways away. And I have been paying attention while we are on the road, looking for signs of animals, and I have seen more and more corpses in the distance. And the Everton seem to be stirred up from something. I do not know from what, but they seem more aggressive and more present. So I have been tracking them and trying to find which direction they come from. And I think there's something this way, and I'm on the trail.
The shop owner said that the Chimera doesn't normally come this far west.
That is concerning news. But no, I think in our travels we have come into the actual Chimera country, so I don't expect to see any, but keep an open eye. Continues leading, and you guys are getting, it's more of kind of, there's more rocks now, it's getting a little rockier, but it's still a savanna.
I'm gonna hang in the back because I'm not as stealthy as the rest,
Picture
so
it-
I don't want to ruin anything.
Picture it kind of Utah-y. Like the big rocks, and like it's still dry and kind of barren, but like there's a lot more rock formations and things like that. And you guys pass a few like stagnant pools, and you see some of the zags in the distance, like grazing, and then when they like look up and hear, they run away, and you guys are looking around, and make a perception check for me.
I can do that.
Anyone who wants to, I imagine you're all. Spyglass does not add a boost for this.
Ooh. We're so good at perceiving.
We're perceiving right now,
Yeah.
speak.
Perceiving?
Yeah.
Perceive these nuts.
Alright, so you guys all kind of sit and let the still of the night fall over you, feeling the wind breeze across you and hearing it rustle the grasses, begin to start to pick out noise, and it sounds kind of like at first just kind of like a white noise of a whisper, kind of just like but then as you listen closer, you start to recognize it as they are Ableton calls, and like barks, kind of. And Bell, with your triumph, you're able to tell which direction it's coming from. And I think I hear something. Do you hear?
Coming from that way.
And he looks to the rest of the group. She is not just gifted in the beauty, huh?
She's very gifted in the ears, too.
She's got beautiful ears.
Prettiest.
Yeah, I love us whisper from across a room.
They're not that big.
He looks at you and he kind of like,
We'll see.
alright, you can lead the way. You
I
have
am
the
not
honor
the
if you wish.
stealthiest of individuals, so
Okay.
I don't know if that's the best idea.
Well then stay close. Follow me, watch closely.
Yeah, follow me.
We'll watch closely.
Watch very closely. There is much to learn. And he kind of starts going the way you indicated. And can you make a stealth check for me? Everybody.
I'll put my own boost.
Yes, please.
One success, no failures.
Look at me go. I failed.
Kapwan seems to be the only one who's attempting to be stealthy. There's a lot of rustling and
Chainmail clanking.
this slight just like Castis moves. Canin, you're making a little bit of noise, but it seems with your dark armor and the night and the shadows that you blend in really well, so even if they could hear the direction, it seems to be hard to keep an eye on him.
I sound like wind.
Then as you're creeping forward, some of the barks start to get louder, and you see in front of you, in the sky, kind of a circle, a ring of them, and a lot of them. But there's a few more on the ground in front of you in this small, like little alcove behind some of the trees in the savannah, and like nestled up in a rock against some of the things. So off in the distance, you see them circling up high, but there's a group of 10 of them here. And as you pop through, because you're stopping, and you guys just kind of stumble upon them, other than Kapwan and Canin. Everyone else is seen. You guys want to roll initiative for me?
Would this be vigilance or cool? I would imagine cool.
This would be vigilance. You guys weren't really expecting them to be here. Kind of just stumbled on them.
What did we stumble on? Sorry.
10 Appleton.
Okay.
Bell, you have difficulty die in your vigilance. pool.
I do initiative vigilance.
Oh, right.
That's it'll reference the dice pool.
Right.
Oh, the snaky one fights the bud.
What stat is vigilance?
Willpower.
Remember, you guys are doing your own difficulty dice for combat. Make it a little easier on me. Alright, so does someone want to read me the initiatives for you guys?
Kapwan is 3 and 2.
I just take
Bell,
whatever order it's in.
Kapwan, Bell.
Kapwan, Castis, Bell.
Another roll.
Canin roll?
Did not roll.
Castis and Bell are interchangeable.
Yeah.
Vigilance cool or vigilance?
Vigilance, initiative vigilance.
Initiative. that we're all interchangeable. It's Kapwan first, and then 3.
Okay, so it's spell, and then
Does Enzo need to roll?
that's what those 2 dice were.
Okay.
And then yeah. Alright, so one of them goes at the start, one of them goes at the end. Alright, so as you guys walk in, with the worst stealth rolls. Castis. As you break the way to this little alcove, you see 10 heads start hissing, and the closest little group of them, they all start charging, and they come in and for a bite.
Oh.
You have defensive, right?
Yeah.
Defensive 1?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. 6 times 5 is 30.
Checks out.
That's an interesting dice roll.
Muy interesting.
I don't know what the problem is.
Using the right skill. How many minions do you have in the group?
5.
I'm not in GM mode, so I can't see.
It says it's not finding no attribute. I don't see a brawl though. Like, how it's because there's brawl. Like, it just checked his minions. That's stupid though. It's 9 damage, pierce 1.
Okay.
I don't know why the weapon isn't working. Skills brawl. They charged in, they were at short range away, and they charged in and closer to engaged. You guys are all engaged with each other, sneaking by. Now you're engaged with a group of them, but you're short range from another. There's 2 groups of 5, that's how it's working. Kapwan's up.
Barrier.
Alright, do your roll?
You said we're all engaged with each other?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to add use my signature spell to add additional target. And the thing goes...
Don't get the additional target. Don't have advantage. So take your 2 strain for casting the spell. So that's 2 extra. Who are you casting it on? Do you get...
Castis. Because
Right.
he's our frontman tank.
So as they come up and kind of come in chomping and clawing, they get on a surprise Castis, who's normally harder to get a hit on. They kind of... It did damage, right? I imagine? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they kind of like latch onto one of his arms, and he kind of knocks one of them back a little. And right as you feel that, you feel Kapwan's hand slap on your back, and you feel the familiar barrier come over you. And it's how much? 2 extra stoke?
It's going to be 1 + 1 additional per every 2 uncanceled.
Yeah, so 2. Yeah. Okay. Who's next? Castis is next.
Did you want me to take an extra? Did you want me to take an extra strain for
Yeah,
that,
take
right?
yes, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I use a talent real quick to
What is it?
coordinated assault?
Maybe.
Yeah, you can go first. Go. We share the same initiative.
Okay, yeah.
I can 2 allies add 1 advantage to all combat checks they make until the end of my next turn. So I would like to use that and give it to Castis and Canin. So you can add 1 advantage to your combat check.
Sweet.
And that's, I guess, that's all I wanted to do. I don't want to, I want to attack, but I don't...
What does it take to do that? What does it say? Use an action? What does it...
It just says once per turn your character may use this talent to have a number of allies engaged with your character equal to ranks in leadership, which is 2, add 1 advantage to all combat checks they make.
That sounds like
That's all it
either an
says.
action or a maneuver.
Sounds like an action. Oh, you have a maneuver.
What range band are like?
So there's one group that's
Yeah.
engaged, one that's short.
Okay, I'll back up.
It's
I
a
kind of want to
maneuver.
back off.
It's a
I'm gonna use
maneuver to
my
do that?
maneuver to back up.
Alright, so you actually have an action.
Okay.
And mark that in your talent that it's a maneuver, please.
Okay, yeah, I will.
And so you can downgrade your action to a maneuver and do that, and that's totally kosher.
Yeah, because if I'm using the bow and it's a medium range, and if I use it in short, that's like a setback, right?
No, it's 1 purple to shoot short. It gets harder at.
Oh,
range.
the range is just like it. Yeah,
that's the max.
Okay, so I guess I'll just take a shot at the ones that are in short range then. It's
Okay,
one
so
of
it's
them.
one purple in your dice pool and roll.
Okay. Got it.
Damn.
So you send another arrow into the
Jesus.
side of the rock.
A lucky bow, man.
But it kind of scatters them a little bit, so they'll get some setback for it.
All right.
Castis is next. You just had
Alright, I pull out my sword after being attacked and go to attack. And you said I get 2 advantage?
It's +1 advantage.
Okay.
2 people for 2 people.
Yep.
Alright.
Alright, and I attack.
do it.
Wow.
Lots of
Jesus.
advantage here, guys.
So as they come off your arm and like kind of the awkwardness of unsheathing the sword, they see it coming and kind of knock back, and
And then I'm gonna go into a defensive stance.
okay. So you just kind of do this like flare and like pull out and like whip around the sword, and then you kind of sink down into like that low horse stance, ready to go. And Canin's up.
Alright. I'm going to kind of take like an adjacent
Wait, you didn't get
roll.
my boost. I don't know why.
I can roll it.
Hold on, do I have boost? I don't think I have boost.
No, we'll figure it out next time.
Oh yes, I do. Yes, I do. I was trying to think. It's for my
Alright,
race.
let's just. I rolled 1. Is it 1 or 2?
What? It's 1 boost.
Alright, nothing happened. What are you doing, Canin?
I am going to go ahead and use an aim action or a maneuver, and then I will also suffer a strain to use my sneak attack.
Okay.
That just adds +2 pierce to my bow.
Okay. You know the ones in short range?
Yeah.
That's
All of
one
them.
purple. Alright, you're up.
Oh.
That's different.
In qualities, what you've done is you've either hit enter
Yeah.
or put something in the weapon qualities. You can't hit enter. You have to separate each quality with a comma.
Oh, okay. No big deal. I'll just reroll.
Yes.
Didn't you aim as well?
That's a boost, right?
Yeah.
There, you got another advantage. Alright, so that's 12 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So with the 2 pierce.
From that. Okay, cool.
Should unwieldy be adding setback die?
No,
No,
he has.
He doesn't have agility for it.
Okay.
So you just have to have agility to the unwieldy thing, or else it's hard.
Okay.
He's good. Yeah, so you pull back and you slam another arrow through an Appleton, and it goes through one, and it just drops, and it kind of sticks in the shoulder of one of them, but that one's still up. Guess it doesn't have to be one. You shoot 2 arrows. So we don't have to keep piercing things. It makes sense if they're a mini group. You fire off 2 shots really quick. One of them was a kill shot, but another one just puts it on the shoulder. All right, now Enzo, he sits back and aims with his bow, and fires at that same group. Alright, so it's going to be a similar bow. It's 11 damage. So he finishes off the one that you're doing. It ends up with a similar thing where you guys are just kind of peppering this group with a bunch of arrows. And he kills... you guys have taken out 3 of them, and there's 2 left, and one of them's got an arrow in it. Back to the... Now it's their turn. So the last 2 come charging in. They come towards Canin. And they're going to make an attack on Canin. Oops. Now there's only 2. Oh, wow. Then I do that. Then I look at it. It's Pierce 1 and damage 5. So it's 7 damage, Pierce 1. So they come up and they kind of like come up and you dodge a jaw coming down, but you got this big scratch across your chest, and it draws a little bit of blood, gets through the armor a little bit. I think you're muted, Danny.
Pierce is just like
Just through 1 soak.
Okay.
Yeah, so skip 1 soak basically.
Gotcha.
Alright, and then it's back to the group around Castis, and they're going to attack again. I don't think any of them have been taken out, have they?
No.
As the arrows go flying and you hear the yelps of dogs and charging in, you see some of them going down, and then Canin comes and gets hit. The group around you attacks, but you're able this time, now that you're ready, you're just fending them off and knocking them back. And we can get a boost for whoever's going to target that group next. No.
Me.
That was from last time. Yeah.
You got the boost in there?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out Krell's red book.
Alright, what's that? Is it a maneuver or an instinct?
It should be a maneuver.
Alright, so you maneuver to get a new thing, get the book out.
And I'm going to increase the so it allows me to cast lightning without increasing the difficulty, but I am going to increase the difficulty to auto fire. So should be 2
Doesn't lightning add auto fire?
It's 1
No,
difficulty.
that's stun.
It's 1 difficulty to add lightning, which adds stun to ranks and lore, and then if you want to auto fire, it's a second difficulty.
Okay, got it. Cool. I got your boost. Put your difficulty in and make the roll.
I'm working on it. I'm getting there. Here. Oh wait, I actually have to roll my weapon this time.
So you can't use the staff and the tome.
Right. Vine. Nope.
Alright, so as you're kind of doing it, it's your first time trying to use this book, and take 2 extra strain, so 4 strain for the spell. As the magic of the book kind of comes through, you look towards it, and you see Castis fending off these Avaltons, and you shoot a crackle of lightning through, and it just kind of arcs off the rock and fizzles out. And you felt like it felt weird.
Mm-hmm.
Castis is up.
Alright,
See this
time
crackle of blue lightning fly by. These all are looking
to
at you.
really take these out.
Alright, go.
And get him. Wait.
I got the upgrade.
No.
Okay.
Weapon.
Oh, okay.
God damn.
So the alcove lights up as the lightning flies by. You focus on your sword for just a second, but as you were focusing, one of them is lunging at you, and before you could get the attack off cleanly, you end up having to fend it off.
And then guarded stance again.
Okay. I didn't roll the setback last time for that.
Okay.
Bell, you're up. There's 2 left in the. There's the. I guess they charged Canin.
Yeah,
So
so
you're
they're
in
probably
control.
like engaged now, or
Yeah, you're engaged with them now.
I need to take a maneuver to move back to short.
Yep. So you back
And
up.
then can I take a strain to aim and then
You're
fire?
trying to take another move, but you absolutely
Okay.
can.
I'll do that. 2 strain, and then I'll take a shot at the group that's.
Alright, put your aim dice in and do it.
Yes, it's boost.
Get it.
And I'll take another shot.
Oh, it finally hits.
And it's not upgraded, right? You have the thing where it doesn't upgrade when an ally is engaged?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. So that is 9 damage. No pierce?
No pierce.
Alright. So you finish off the last one. And now there's just the one left with the arrow in it. The hurt one. Enzo whips out a dagger. Or a short sword that he wears. Not a dagger. He's a man. I don't have a stat sheet for him though. So and so as you put the arrow in the last one, he whips out a short sword and just stabs the other one at the top of the back of the neck and just puts it out. And there's like a little yelp. And we are back to the top in the group around Castis. They're going to continue on the onslaught. I've got the setback die now. So 2 setback, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're still all alive. Let's try this button again. Nothing's different. Or why it would be, but I tried it. So they miss, but they're getting kind of overwhelmed, and you're gonna have just 2 setback on your next thing, Castis. You're doing all you can to fend them off. Taking a lot of your focus, but Kapwan's back up.
I'm gonna take 2 strain to double aim to add 2 boosts.
Yep.
And I'm gonna try to use the lightning again.
Alright, do you have something that avoids the melee, like when engaged with an ally? Do you have the thing that doesn't upgrade
I
it?
also have that, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So it should just be 2 purple again, and I will
Yep.
roll my wand. I need to roll not blooded, or not blood magic, because then the caravan might try to kill me. And here we go. Nope.
Another one is as you read into the book, as you see Castis getting more and more overwhelmed.
Wait. That should have
Hot
been
purples.
That should have been 2 boost and no setback.
Why didn't you roll that then?
Oh, I asked you if you had the boost in there. I'm sorry, that was my fault.
No. I can roll 2 boosts by themselves right now, though. Still no hit, but no threat. So as you look into the book and you try to connect to it again, you feel this sizzling energy, and like you just... And it's something about using it's not working right, and you just can't seem to get it together. Castis, another flash of blue light, and illuminates the Appleton around you as they're getting closer. You're fending off, they're attacking faster. You have a setback as well, or 2 setback for your next action.
Okay. I'm going to...
Actually, if you're in defensive stance, it should be a setback on a normal attacks anyways. I think that's what defensive stance does, something for attacking.
This cheat sheet, I mean, it just says 2 plus to combat check until end of next turn, 1 minute.
Add
Plus,
1
yeah.
setback to on attacks, yeah. Increase melee defense by 1 is what it says.
There are 3 setbacks?
Yeah, 2 for one for the threat, 1 for the triumph, and the other one.
Alright, I'm gonna aim, and...
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna
That's a
work.
tough roll.
A triumph is I'm like cutting through and I'm missing, but I
Yeah,
just
you're opening up
place them
some...
enough to
Yeah, there's-
pass a boost and an upgrade. Boost with the
Okay.
advantage and an upgrade. So
Cool.
put them in a good position to get whacked.
yeah, so... Bell, as you see Castis...
Too. Pass that upgrade.
Okay.
Actually, I'll save that for
We'll
me.
just-
I'll save that as an upgrade for myself.
Can you
I'll
do that?
upgrade my next
That's
check
fine.
to that.
I don't care right now. That's cool. Bell, you see Castis just swinging away, and they're starting to get it, and you start to see a little more vulnerable.
I'm gonna take aim again and shoot. They're still at short range, right?
From you, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take aim and fire.
Yep. Another arrow. Another arrow
Your
skitters.
dice and my dice have sucked.
Yeah.
Another arrow skitters into the
Me too.
It's
dirt.
the 3 yellow curse.
Canin,
Yeah.
Canin, you're up.
Okay. I will use a maneuver. Bring up the spear. Because I'm by 2, right?
No, those are dead.
Yeah, those are gone.
Bella and Enzo finished those.
Oh, the ones that were on me?
Yeah. There's only the group around Castis now.
Okay, sorry, I missed that. So then I'll just help out Castis then, and I'll shoot out 2 arrows again with a string.
Alright.
Without PS.
Can I recover strain with my advantage?
Yes.
Raid, boost.
Alright, so as you pull back, you fire away critting.
2. Yeah, I'll crit him.
Alright, so you release the arrow and one of them, it goes right in under the jaws, it's coming up to bite, and it just
Cuts him up.
down. And second one comes in and it's 9 damage, pierce 1. No
Correct.
pierce.
Yes.
Yeah.
No pierce anymore, right? Pierce
Yeah.
is from sneak attack.
Yeah.
So no more pierce. What is sneak attack?
Sneak attack, I get to use 1 strain.
Oh, and you did that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So it has 1 pierce? Or how many pierce?
It gives it a +2 pierce.
Got it, thank you. So you kill the first one with the crit, and the second one you hit right in the side and it goes down. And I think you're even able to hurt a third one. So you're just rapid firing these arrows out of this recurve bow, or this reflex bow.
Really good at that.
And there's not 3 left in that group.
Sneak attack's good.
And Enzo will go. It was 2 and 2. Shoot another arrow. Right, so he's gonna do 11 damage. Here's 1, which will kill the third one. I think there's only 1 left now.
I had 2.
And finish 1. Yeah, so it kills the third one, and then he kills 1 by himself, so he does enough to do.
Okay. Yeah, there's 1 left.
Yeah. 1 left, and its turn. It's gonna try and run. It's gonna use a maneuver to go, and then downgrade its action to maneuver, and it's now at medium range. And Castis, or Kapwan's up.
I'm upset. I take a maneuver to put the book and the wand away and pull out my staff, which is medium ranged, and I'm just going to fucking attack it with my triumph upgrade.
Yep.
1 purple skibba-dabba dooba-dabba.
So as you put everything away, you kind of just drop the book and the wand, and you whip the staff out, and you kind of, I don't know what your style is, but you launch
I
it.
take aim, like I've got that crystal on the end of it, so I kind of use the crystal to like lead the target a little bit and just
Yeah, and
Just
this
let it go.
you guys see this spiral of crackling white blue divine energy shoot down the staff and come out of the focus of the crystal, and you see this sharp bolt, almost looks like a crystal through the air, go through and just knock out the last one. And it's down. That was enough damage. Well, that was exciting.
Well done, guys. Well done.
oh, I'm not happy. I failed.
Good shooting, Canin.
Thank you.
These
Hello?
are quite a trick with
Thank
that. Then, a few arrows, and he picks one up that's stuck in the dirt. Yeah, I have offered to help you out, but we will see.
Can I use my heroic ability to heal my wound?
Yeah, you guys can do that. Also,
Use the rock. Don't forget to use the rock too.
I know,
rock
that's what,
takes us rest.
yeah. Someone else can use the rock, and I'll just use.
But something is definitely not right here. I've never seen them in this many numbers altogether. And he points over to the ones that are up there, like circling too. Something is not right, and I think it is upsetting the local wildlife. And at that note, well, we can end there.
Let me roll a
Absolute.
cool check real quick to recover.
Yeah, you guys
strain.
can heal your strain. Or just
I want to heal myself too. Which I think is
Perfect
Wait,
timing.
It's
2
discipline
purple?
or cool,
I
right?
think so. Are you doing magic?
Discipline or cool to heal your post battle.
Yeah.
Battle strain. Yeah.
It's just strain for success.
For cool.
Yeah. Do that. We'll do our 15 experience for you guys.
Whoops, I didn't mean to do that.
And then if I do a medicine check, advantage will heal more strain.
Yeah, I really gotta go though, so
That's fine.
I'm gonna go.
Alright.
Just the normal after combat stuff, but
That should be 1 strain.
Enzo's planning on going, so there's no rest yet. He's planning on continuing the fight.
Okay.
Alright, guys.
Good sesh, man.
Yeah, dude.
Look
Yeah.
at
Night.
See you next week.
Yep.
275. That'll put me at 290. I got 20
User
XP.
disconnected from your channel.
That puts us at another heroic feature.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? Another heroic point. Oh, I think my roll 20 crashed.
Nice.
Yep. Better stop the stream because everything's fun.